Welcome to Taro and Tea, Tea Sippers. Welcome to Taro and Tea, Tea Sippers. Welcome to Taro and Tea. Welcome, Tea Sippers. Yeah, it's the podcast, baby. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. How are you all doing? I hope you are feeling irie. I hope you are feeling good. You are looking good. And you have this brilliant energy around you. Collective. Wagwan. Right, you know what, we're going to get into it because we have today's podcast, which is all about the proverb today. Puss and Dog not have the same luck. Puss and Dog not have the same luck. One more time for me generals. Puss and Dog not have the same luck. So translation, a cat and a dog do not have the same luck. A cat and a dog do not have the same luck. So we're going to get into it. But before we do, I hope you have a nice cup of tea, or any beverage, or if you want a little something, maybe a cocktail or anything that makes you feel nice and irie right now while you have a listen, just get into it. All right. So, Puss and Dog not have the same luck. So, the proverb today, the Jamaican proverb, is relating to about like competition, favoritism, even for like nepotism, lack of fairness, how that can impact on situations or even like our chances. And I think it's telling us like we have to be mindful of sometimes we can get into that mindset or way of thinking that we need to compare ourselves to people. So if you see people like, let's for example, you see people around you and you're thinking, hold up a minute, so I'm working hard, I've gone and done everything I needed to do, whether it's go to school, then go to university, college, to go and get your qualifications, get all the things that you need so you can get to from A to Z. And it still feels like, hold up a minute, why have I not progressed as much as somebody else? And that then start making you feel like you need to compare yourself as well as get into that feeling of you're not good enough. And we need to get out of that energy. We need to get out of that energy, collective. We need to get out of that energy because that energy holds us back. That energy takes us away from what our path is. Because if we're watching what people are doing and we're saying, oh, why is my fellow brother, where's my fellow sister always seems to be like they seem to always be better than me, no matter how I try. What's going on? What is going on? Why is that? And you see, the card that's come out is the Two of Swords. Because then that puts you in this, you're constantly questioning yourself. You lack the clarity that you need. Because you're so focused on the competition or valuing yourself in somebody else's shoes. Oi! Collective! Do you hear the messages that's coming out? Spirit is talking. We're valuing ourselves in somebody else's shoes. That is stopping us from seeing our true potential. Because if you are watching yourself through somebody else's lens, how are you going to get to your path? How are you going to get to what the universe wants for you? How are you going to get there? Tell me, how are we going to get there? As a collective, how are we going to get there if we're constantly watching, if we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people? All that does is bring misery and pain into your life. You constantly thinking, why am I not good enough? Why did I not get the opportunity? And look what's come out again, the temperance reverse. So again, it will bring you into that state of, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good enough in myself. It will give you a feeling of like you not feeling worthy, and we need to come out of that energy because, for example, if we're always looking at things and thinking the grass is always green on the other side, that's telling us that there is a sense of lack. There's a feeling of lack. And again, about the Puss and Dog not have the same luck, it's that feeling of lack and feeling like you're not good enough, you're not worthy. Now that can make you, again, like the Two of Swords, unsettled with your clarity, with your thinking, not being able to see things straight. And as well with the temperance reverse, you not feeling complete, you feeling there's a lot of confusion in your energy. And you might be kind of doing a knee-jerk reaction kind of response because you're not giving yourself that time to sit still and really think, right, is this what I need to do? Is this where my path is taking me to? Or am I just watching somebody else's actions and then responding to it, but it's not what is in my vision of what I want for or what I deem as success for me? Because remember, abundance is there for everybody. Abundance is there for everyone. Not everybody wants the same thing as us. So the universe has plenty and plenty and plenty of abundance to give us. So why should we look at our fellow brother or our fellow sister if we see something that they have that we feel like, oh, we must have it too? No. And I saw it go. So that just simply means that's not how it should go. Yes, if we see things and that we can, like, let's say you want to become a footballer or a dentist or, any kind of profession, and you might have looked up to somebody and go, you know what, this is what I would like to aspire to, and you might see someone or value someone as a role model in that area. But remember, even people that we might value as role models, people are human. People can make mistakes. And on top of it, sometimes we might not even know what they did or what they have done to even get where they are now. So let's stop comparing ourselves to people. Let's stop comparing ourselves to thinking we don't know how people have got there. Whether it would have been, you're working as hard as you can because you believe in merit and working hard, that you can build your own success. Yeah, think of the six of the 6 of Wands, which is all about that victory, that feeling good. You're working hard to achieve what you want and what you desire. But you have to also remember, what is for you might not be for somebody else. And what is for somebody else doesn't necessarily mean it's for you. Why, collective? You see, it's like another card that's come out is the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is telling us, that abundance is there for everyone. Every one of us can achieve our goals, our desires. So take that time to create your own vision. Your own vision should be based on what you value as important. If you want to get that bread, go and take that time to write Get that skill. Reassess your investments. If you're interested in property, or you're interested in looking into how you can put all your hard work and effort into something, whether it's like investing in other companies, investing in property. Take that time, put that in your vision. If that's your vision of where you want to be or where you want to see yourself, so you can have a nice pension, do that. If that's what you want to do, if that's your desire, but make it clear that it's your plan, it's your vision, and it's what you want. Don't focus your energy on, well, because this person is doing it, I should do it too. Use your discernment. Use that time to even to take that time for you to go and find out if it's right for you. Don't just go jumping in, rushing in because you see somebody else doing something that you have to do it too. No, take that time, collective, to be still. Assess everything. Is this right for you? Just because an opportunity is there doesn't necessarily mean the opportunity is right for you. And take that time to really focus and really think what is important, what is your plan, So create your plan, create your vision plan of what it is that is important to you. And don't get dwelled into the whole, well, I have to have this competitive streak towards this person. Don't worry, we're all human. So as humans, we have some people who are very competitive, and we have some people who are less competitive, but that is okay. That is just human nature. But as a collective, we must also understand, that what is there for you might not necessarily be there for the other person, and what is there for the other person may not necessarily be there for you. So you must take that time to really recognize what it is that you truly want, what is it you truly desire. Don't get so caught up in the whole thing about it's not what you know, it's who you know. And in some cases that is very true. And that might you might have had experience where you thought, hold up a minute, I'm doing the same job. I'm doing the same thing as you. How did you get there? How? What's going on? What's going on? Really? Come on, tell me. But sometimes, you know what? It might be things that you might not even have an understanding or know how they got there. Because sometimes things could be hidden, I'm like the Seven of Swords is coming to mind for me. And that's why I feel like as a collective it's so important, just as we've seen the Two of Swords come up earlier. Don't get caught up in that level of thinking, because that mindset takes you away from you. And collective, we're all about growth, personal development, self-development. Yes? So if we're there thinking and dwelling about somebody else's plan, how they got there, how the hell them get there, and me still a wait and still a try hard and I still can't reach there. So that all I'm simply saying is, you're thinking, how did that other person get there? And you're working hard and you still couldn't get. What's going on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You hear me? Do not worry about it, because that's none of your business. That's not your business. That is not your concern. Your concern, and I saw the Lover's card come out, is what drives you. What is your heart's desire? Make that be your plan. Forget the rest, because, darling, you don't need to know the other man's business. Focus upon your business. There's another proverb that's coming to mind where it's about when you're dwelling on other people's business, your business spoil. So that simply means when you're so focused on what's going on in somebody else's life, and you're constantly comparing yourself, you're looking, you're questioning things, You're wanting to know how they did this, how they get that, how they buy the house, how they buy the car. Yeah, so how did they get that house? How did they get that car? What did they do to get that role? Tell me, I want to know. When you're putting all that energy and all that time into what's going on in somebody else's life, what's happening to yours? What is happening to yours? What is happening to yours, collective? By doing that, that takes you away from your dream. It takes you away from your vision. It takes you away from your plan. And if you get caught up in that, you see, ooh, look at that. The 10 of Wands came up. That is putting burden and stress on yourself. For what? For what? Because it ain't none of your business. It ain't none of your concern. We have to use our discernment. We have to use our own intuition to recognize, you know what? If I want to go into this, if I want to go and learn something new, I'm doing it because this is what is my heart's desire. It's what's my passion. It's what's my drive. Forget the rest. Forget the rest. Forget anybody else's business because it's not your concern. Your concern is only to be like showing gratitude, showing being thankful, you know, taking that time to think, you know, update your plan, update your vision. If it is something you want to aspire to, you know, if you want to go and learn something new, fine, go do it. But make sure it's because you want to do it. You understand me, collective? It's because you want to do it. Not focus on what other people are doing. Because, again, you see how the 10 of Wands is about that burden, putting things on your back. You know, you have stress, you're carrying all this weight. Why are you carrying that weight for? In this situation, you're carrying unnecessary weight. There's no need for that. You need to take that time to really focus on what it is you truly want and desire and manifest that into your existence. But if you're dwelling and you're focusing on other people and you're looking at, oh, you know, there's a saying about the other Joneses, you're looking at what they have and you feel like you're incomplete because you don't have the same thing, or you don't have a partner yet, you haven't found the partner that you desire, you haven't got the house that you want and need, you haven't got the job and career, you haven't got the finance. Don't worry. Just take the time and say, right, okay, this is my goal for a couple of months. I want to focus on finding somebody. And I know that maybe what I need to focus on right now is focus on me. Look at and assess my current situation. Am I ready to bring someone into my life? Am I ready to bring someone into my existence? Yes, I can see someone else is happy and they found somebody and I'm glad for them. But now I can take this time and opportunity to, instead of looking at somebody else and comparing myself now to the other person, I can look and say, is this what I need for myself? What is it that I know that I like in my partner, or in someone that I'm looking forward to having as a partner, as a love interest? Am I caring? Am I loving? Am I thoughtful? Is this what I want in a partner? So take that time now to really assess yourself and take the time to really recognize if there's anything that you needed to work on, any past relationships now where things haven't always, you've learned from those past relationships and you've learned there's been some mistakes, maybe where you have made mistakes and the other person has made mistakes. Have you learned from those situations so that you are ready now to meet the next person? You know, whether you want to settle down and you really want to work on that, have you worked on making sure you are complete so there's no codependency issues going on? Yeah? Oh, look at that. The 2 of Cups has come out and the 9 of Cups. So again, when you're going out there to go and meet somebody, making sure you are complete. And you can do that by really taking the time, collective, to continue to listen to all these podcasts, you know, listen to the readings, watch the readings, because it's all about the growth. It's all about personal development, So taking that time to really recognize what is important to you, valuing what is important to you, building yourself up, collective, and the fact that you're now found us, you're part of that collective now, that part of that family of wanting to, grow. So take that time to work on yourself, build on yourself. If there is any feeling of lack in your life, take that time now to recognize it and work on it. So it doesn't hinder you and it doesn't put you in a place where you're constantly comparing yourself and questioning things that you are not good enough, that you lack in this area. And maybe that's why you feel why things haven't worked out for you or you haven't been successful. Let that go, honey. Let it go. Let it go. You hear what I'm saying? Let it go. Because them kind of feelings there, if we're feeling it, we must embrace it. But it's telling us, it's time to let it go. And it's time to work on that shadow. It's time to work on those areas that have been making us feel like this. So that we can get that fulfillment. We can get that feeling of feeling fulfilled in that area if we're feeling lack. So it's not hindering us. It's not hindering us in any shape or way. All right, collective? You hear what I'm saying? Taking that time to be complete. So if it's in love, if it's in work or career or finance, taking that time to recognize, all right, look, I know I can see now I need to work on this. Maybe I have been comparing myself to other people, and by doing that, that has been making me feel like questioning, how did they get there? Why did they get it? And and I didn't get it. Stop that, stop that. But it gives you now a reason to say, you know what? Now I can see that I've been feeling this way. Now is the time to really work on myself. Take that time to recognize, okay, I would like to earn some more money. Let me set up a goal for myself. Let me work on a plan. Can I create a side hustle? How can I devote some time in this area during my week or during weekends so that I can earn a bit more money? Set myself a budget plan, assessing what I'm spending, what's coming in, what's coming out. So I'm taking a more of a keen thought, eye on what is going on. So now that puts that focus back on you, so that you can look on maybe even deals around your banking, your finances. So you're taking that time to work on that area. And again, if it's love, you're taking that time to work on that area. Whether you're recognizing, okay, I need to do a bit of work on myself, maybe it's been a long time that you haven't been on a date. So you take that time to think, okay, let me work on myself, my mindset, my confidence, go and get a nice haircut, go and get a nice suit, a nice dress, taking that time to really focus on myself, feeling good, looking good, and also being mindful that, you're wanting to feel complete in yourself, feeling like the Nine of Cups or like the Nine of Pentacles where, you look good, and you feel good too. Yeah? So you look good and you feel good too. So that energy radiates, out of you. It just radiates that when you people come across you, they just think, oh my gosh, this aura is beautiful. This person's spirit is beautiful. I can see it. I can feel it, and that is the energy that that we all want to come across. Now, it makes us attractive. You know, people want to be around us. They want to talk to us. You've got so much charisma. So build on that self. Build on yourself. Build that in you, you know. And that removes the lack. That removes the lack. And you will stop comparing yourself to other people. We don't need to be doing that as a collective. We ain't got time for that, honey. We have to stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Time now is to focus, heal, work on what needs to be worked on, okay? And stop comparing ourselves to people, because the only competition that we have is with ourselves. If we want to do something, we will do it. If we choose not to do it, can also talk ourselves out of it. So it's about taking that time to recognize yourself and value you, who you are now. You know, look at the achievements that you have made so far. You know, collective, you are wonderful. You are loving. You are kind. You are caring. You know, you are successful. You're part of the collective. We're here together. We're here to grow, to learn together, to build ourselves up, to work on things that needs to be worked on. Yeah, and that's what we're all about as the Wagwantarotandtea collective. So take that time, you know, create a vision plan if you haven't done one already. Yeah, take that time to write in your journal. If there are things that have been troubling you and you have been comparing yourself to people, take that time to really build that strength in yourself, because I can see the strength card and the song card has come out. Taking that time to work on you, build on you, because that is what matters. Not focusing on other people and what they have and what they don't have. That's none of our business, because we're not in the business of making our business spoil by watching other people's business. No, honey. We ain't about that life. We are not about that life. You hear me? We are not about that life. We are about growth. And sometimes growth can be uncomfortable, because it's asking us to look into ourselves. You know, look into ourselves where there is any feeling of lack or uncomfortability. But from that comes growth. It comes strength. Yeah? So, as a collective, we are supporting one another, you know. So take that time to work on what needs to be worked on. Yeah? Write it in your journal. Seek any, let's say, professional help. So if it could be like fitness, you wanting to work on yourself, getting a nice, like, feeling healthy, seek help in that area. If you feel like you want to talk about emotions and feelings, or just like dating, seek help in that area. But comparing yourself and watching what somebody else is doing, it's not going to get you any closer to where you want to be, because it's all about focusing on what is right for you and what is needed. Okay, collective? So, take that time to go and look after yourself. Build on you. I can see the 4 of Wands have just come out. Build on you. Build on your happiness, you know. Once you feel content in yourself, you are building that happiness for yourself. And as a human beings, we are constantly evolving, you know. What might have interested you, let's say 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, or any time, might not be the same interest that you have now, because we're constantly evolving. So with that, it's also meaning that growth is constantly taking place. And just like fitness, how we can have a really good level of fitness at one period of time, that level of fitness will only continue if we keep investing in ourselves. Do you hear me, collective? We have to keep investing in ourselves. So when we're there looking at all these material things and thinking, oh yeah, the house, the car, you know, as like these commodities, we should also be investing in ourselves. We need to be investing in ourselves, in our own growth, in our spirit, in our emotional development, our intellectual development, our social development. Okay, we need to be taking that time to constantly invest in ourselves, so that we are constantly building our growth, working on our growth and our personal development. All right, collective. So take that time, put it down somewhere, what it is that you would like to work on, and just go with it. Go with it. All right, collective. So, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. All right? Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Like and subscribe for all of the newbies out there. Welcome, welcome. Come and join the fun. Come and join and be part of the collective. We're all about love, growth, personal development, all of them things there combined, yeah? Good vibrations, good energy, because that's what we are all about. I saw it go. I saw it go. That's how it goes around here, okay? So, share with your friends and family so that they can all join in the fun. Share it and comment about it so that everyone knows about it, alright? And remember, stay blessed, look after yourself, see you on the next one, and Wagwan.